Welcome back, Kings. I have another video for you guys today. Today, again, we are reading out of the 21 Tenets of Biblical Masculinity from Jerry Ross. And today we're going over Tenet 3, which is young men should be assigned jobs that require courage. Now, the first reading will be out of Joshua 6:22 through 23. But Joshua had said unto the two men that he had spied out in the country, Go into the harlot's house, and bring out thence the woman, and all that she hath, as ye swear unto her. And the young men that were spies went in, and brought out Rahab, and her father, and her mother, and her brethren, and all that she had. And they brought out all their kindred, and left them without the camp of Israel. Now, essentially what's happening right now is, I believe that, so Joshua has these two men go into the city, and Rahab was this prostitute that was helping hide these spies inside of the city. And so Joshua and his men were about to destroy the city, and so Joshua has these young men sneak inside of the city again and save Rahab because she helped hide the young men. I may be butchering that story. I should know it better. But I believe that she was helping hide the young men. So in favor, they had to go and bring her out of the city so that her and her family wouldn't be killed with the rest of the people in the city. So there's a lot of amazing things you can get out of the story. I've heard lots and lots of messages about the story. But the thing I want to focus on specifically is the word young men. Joshua chose to send young men into the city to get her. Not old men, but young men. And as I've been studying in the Bible recently, young men are assigned all kinds of different things. You notice that not once in the Bible does it say, and they had old men go do so and so hard task. It was always young men, because as young men we have strength. Our strength is our crown, and so we're meant to do hard things. And so he chose, and they could have been killed going to the city. They could have been captured. So this was really a challenge. They put their lives on the line to save this one. This was a challenging task that required courage. Now, 1 Samuel 17:33-35. And Saul said to David, Thou art not able to go against this Philistine to fight with him, for thou art but a youth, and he a man of war from his youth. And David said unto Saul, Thy servant kept his father's sheep, and there came a lion and a bear, and I took a lamb out of the flock, and I went out after him, and smote him, and delivered it out of his mouth. And when he arose against me, I caught him by his beard, and smote him, and slew him. So right here, David is explaining to Saul. So this is when David is about to go out and fight the Philistine. And Saul is explaining, hey, you're too young. Like, you can't be doing this. Like, you're too young. And David, he's saying, like, I watched over my father's sheep. Like, I killed a bear and a lion, like, just to defend my father's sheep. Like, and so there's, again, lots of amazing things to take away from this story. But let's focus on David with the lion and the bear and the sheep. His father had assigned him to watch over the sheep as a young man. It was his job to care for them. He did his job so well that he was willing to risk his life to fight a bear and a lion to protect his father's sheep. Now, as young men, we should definitely be assigned tasks like this. We should definitely be assigned, at times, life-risking tasks, I believe. I believe that's what makes boys men. It doesn't come easy to become a man. And so I believe, as a society, young men should be assigned, at times, life-risking, but most of the time, just extremely challenging tasks. I believe that's what makes men. Courage is not the absence of fear, but a calm conquering of your fear is youth. So I'm gonna read part of like what the author is saying about this verse. A young man volunteered for a job that required great courage. This was not the first time David needed courage. He was first proven a man while in solitude, choosing to face a lion and a bear in protection of his father's sheep. Courage is not the absence of fear, but a calm conquering of your fear as you focus on doing what needs to be done. This fear is conquered by trusting the Lord. The lion/bear killer later penned these words. Psalm 56:3. What time I am afraid, I will trust in thee. Now let me read you another kind of verse like that. Joshua 1:6. Be strong and courageous, for you shall cause this. Be strong and courageous, for you shall cause this to inherit the land that I swore to their fathers to give them. Only be strong and very courageous. Be careful to do according to all that the law of my servant commanded you. So, in conclusion, as young men, we should be assigned tasks that require courage, extreme courage. I believe that our fathers have forsaken us by not allowing us the privilege of exclaiming our manhood by accomplishing extremely tasking jobs. So, thank you, and I'm on your side.